Water. Water. Water everywhere. Hey everybody, welcome back. Insert original intro here. It's your boy, Jarek here to showcase an updated deck profile of one of my well, you've probably seen the top 10 from my top 10 deck choices, or one of my top 10 deck choices. But yeah, it's Mermail Atlantean. So without any further ado, let's dive right in. Okay, so to start us off, we have our Mermail engine. We have our OTK daddies, Abyss Megalith. You remember his effect: tribute or discard water to special summon himself and get water effects off, and also tribute to water, make him attack twice. And there's also your searcher for your Abyss skills as Mizuchi. Abyss Trice, you to grab your level 4 or lower Mermails, such as your Mermail Abyss Spike, who can pretty much search any level 2, who you discard a water, search any level 3 you want. Pretty much you can search for Abyss Dean. This is just my personal tech choice, just for if I want to extend with something, because she could be pretty useful when, if I summon Lapis and Lazuli at the same time, it'll just give me my level 8 synchro play. And of course, Heart and Soul the deck. Couldn't build this deck without her. First time I saw her, she was adorable. I mean, it's even in the map. Yep. And I drew that. Of course, Atlantean engine. We have our Atlantean Nativist. With Nativist, you want to send at least, of course, your Dragoons to the graveyard to get their effects off. You just dump a Dragoon, add a Dragoon, and then with Dragoon, you get free Sea Serpent. You can also send heavy infantry to pop unwanted cards, unless if it's a Dragoon. You're probably going to have a hard time, but we got something in case we go against Dragoon. Of course, your remaining members of SEAL Team 6. Just against back row decks, but it's also much fun. We're moving on to Deepsea, a new segment of the Atlantean Mermail, which probably should be Atlantean, Mermail, and Deepsea. Because we have Deepsea Diva, who is arguably your water starter. And, well, actually, pretty much your lead combo starter or something, if you want to go off. And if you want to have her go off and make sure nothing interrupts you, like say Ash or something I call her, or something I call, or preferably call, the big forehead baby, Deepsea Minstrel, because she's your answer against that. Because you discard her and water, you get free knowledge of your opponent's hand to see what deck they're playing, and can snipe out. Yeah, pretty much just snaps out the big forehead baby or Dwayne The Rock Johnson, or in this case Nibiru. I don't mean it like that's why I just call Nibiru. I mean, why not just call him The Rock? And of course, just for interesting tech, Deepsea Artisan, because if I don't have any. If I used up all my Nativist targets, Deepsea Artisan, when he special summon, you can mill the top card of your deck and special summon water. So it can help you, say, Link Climb. Well, actually, just pretty much just Link Climb. And our answers to Dragoon. I mean, it's a water deck, so Gamma Seal. And of course, Moonland Glacier rips 2 cards from opponent's hand. Lapis Dragon, just for if we wanted to end our searches with Dragoon, this special summons itself, and Fishborg Launcher. Need a Fuber target. enough said. We also have... Moving on to our spells. Yeah. I mean, like, in case if you do end up getting hand trapped, this makes good punishment for you could either draw 2 or steal your opponent's stuff. I forgot the last effect. Actually, wait, it's not too late. It's actually also a discard. Actually, yeah. Best water sea serpent searcher of the deck. Even though you banish the water, you add a sea serpent, but you search this with your Deepsea Diva. Remaining spells, we got Pot of... Hey, that's nice. We got this deck. We got this back. Your 1-for-1, your Abyss Scales of Mizuchi, your Lord and Savior. I don't understand what a Bird Girl support card is doing in a water deck. But it gets rid of back row, I guess. And of course, Begone Demon Child. I feel like I'm the only one who says it nowadays. I feel sad. I feel lonely. And surprisingly, we run traps, which are considered probably the only hand traps in the deck. So, yay. And surprisingly, we got a side deck. We have the Drone Lock Children. If you're going up against decks that search, like, which one that searches frequently, I am really rusty in this game. Drytron? Okay. Ghost Belt, probably same reason. Lanciers against Virtual Worlds. Wait, would this actually lock Virtual World? Okay. And speaking of devil, Dwayne the Rock Johnson. If you could add a picture of that Photoshop picture I did, then that'd be appreciated. And here's a funny thing, since if I'm running Infinite Impermanence just for a side, I consider running Trap Trick. Just for, like, say, if your opponent actually does have a Dragoon, but using their timing incorrectly, yeah, so bring back the Dark Magician, banish him, yeah. And of course, Red Reboot, because we miss Red Reboot games. Konami, please, if you'd be nice, please give us back our Red Reboot games. It's so fun with this. I miss sending cards and taking advantage. Alright, moving on to Extra Deck. We got our boy Fusion Trish, who is a fusion, I guess. Coral Dragon. I mean, it's a water and a tutor dragon just for your needle fiber, and at least gets rid of cards and have some water effects. May side this every now and then, which probably should have been inside probably the Locust, which can discard your opponent's card. But maybe next update, if you guys want like a hand loop variant, you got the White Whale himself, Moby Dick, who pretty much who say if your opponent doesn't have any monsters that can't be destroyed, hello, I'm gonna belly flop your field. Oh, and guess what? You got a monster that's in defense position, Pierce, and if he dies, you banish the water and then bring him back. So that's one of the level 8 spells. So. Drageye. I mean, I don't have rocks in this deck, but his second effect with negating water monsters with negating spells of trap, if you control water, pretty much anything related to water. Then yeah, free spell and trap negate. And of course, our Krokorok, because we can get into Krokorok and just get a free +1 card. Moving on to XEs, we got Pepe. Yeah, because we can get into Bahamut Shark, and alternatively maybe Abyss Dweller would probably take out Abyss Dweller. I'm not sure how he's doing in this format, but he's okay. Like, as long as you get a card that can say no to your opponent's cards activating from the graveyard, he's okay. Plus, he gives all your water monsters to additional 500 attack. Abyss Gaios, also control, especially if you have your Abyss Scales of Mizuchi equipped to him, so he'd be like a 36k beat stick. And of course, what arguably everyone says should be banned, and they're not wrong. I mean, he's the king of cringe. Moving on to links. Bujinki Ashishima. Also, shout out to Shire for introducing me to about this card, which can help extend your plays. Because you can, like, say if you have like monsters that you can overlay into, like that you want to get rid of, like your dragoons from your hand and the graveyard. Well, pretty much you can XE into him, like bring both the dragoons back, and then bring out the Pepe, and then from there, if you're dead and if you have like monsters you don't want to utilize and have a Crocodile, then you can special summon your Fusion Trish, overlay these two into the King of Cringe, and yeah. I mean, I guess that's a combo, but if anything, like we're hoping for if you guys actually really like this demo file, I can do a combo tutorial probably in like the next video or something, like maybe a series. But lastly, we're moving on to the remaining other links. We got Mermail, Abyssalacia. Been a while since we last had. Sorry, I am off today. So, okay, main links. Abyssalacia for disruption. Chef Needle Fiber. Hopefully, he doesn't get banned next ban list. Well, I don't think he'll get hit, but hopefully not. BLS, because we can link with our level 7 Mermails and have a nice 3K boy who can't die from card effects, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, GG Sword Dragon. Just to end the game some day. Anyway, this has been our updated Mermail deck profile. Be sure to like and subscribe. And before we end the video, and if you guys hoping to hear the next update, we got something really, really special for you. And we'll see you next time.